هو شوية إيه يعني، شوية رخم، مش قوي بس شوية صغيرين يعني. ولا انتوا شايفين حاجة غير كده؟ يمكن أنا اللي شايف كده بس. في الوضع ماشي. برضه هم محدش رد عليا عشان ما تقولوش إن أنا بظلمكم.
مستر المفروض نرد نقول ايه؟
قولوا
حاضر.
قولوا لا.
هو
لا قولي لا، لو أنت شايفة لا قولي لا.
شايفين السكرين.
طيب ربنا يهديكم إن شاء الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، توكلنا على الله. مبدئيا انتوا عارفين انه this is part 6 in the exam and it receives 25 marks. Okay, 25 marks. Let's read here the exam hint. Number 1, as you see, you will receive 5 marks for finding the correct information. Before we start, let's agree that this is reading and writing task. I mean, it's not only writing, but it's reading and writing, because this task depends on a given text. Okay, so for your reading part, you will receive 5 marks, and for your writing, you will receive 20 marks. Okay, this is the first point. So as you see here, you can also be awarded up to 20 marks for writing your summary. So 5 marks again for reading and 20 marks for writing. Let's say you can simply, inshallah, guarantee the 5 marks for reading, because all what you need to do is just to identify the relevant points according to the question. Okay, this is point number 1. Point number 2, focusing on the exam. Read ya Ahmed.
Part 6, reading and writing, is worth 20 marks, 5 marks for extracting the relevant information, and 20 marks for putting it into your own words. You need to write a summary based on the text provided. You will also need a few inferences and or make predictions
You
about the
will need,
content of the text.
yeah, you will need also to draw inferences or predictions about the content. Yes, complete.
And the context is formal or semi-formal. Example, for your teacher, and you need to write between 100 and 150 words.
250 words. Thank you. Let's see how the question appears in the exam. You will be given a text like this, but it's longer than this one. This is just a sample. Okay, so according to this text, you will be required to provide 3 details. What are these details? The first point here is give 3 ways volunteering overseas benefits you personally. So you will need to find 3 points or 3 notes from the text that shows a benefit of volunteering. And item number 2, or bullet point number 2, state 2 ways volunteering overseas benefits you professionally. So you will need to identify here what? 5 relevant facts or 5 relevant information or notes from the text. Okay, for those you will rewarded a 5 marks for reading part. And always the third bullet point asks you to give your predictions on whether volunteering overseas will become more popular. This bullet point, or the last bullet point, is not directly existed in the text, but it depends on your understanding of the facts you found. Okay, your understanding, based on your understanding, give your opinion or give your thoughts or give your prediction. So in bullet point number three, you don't need to find points from the text because it doesn't depend on the text, but it depends on your understanding, and based on your comprehension, you will give your prediction. Like if I draw a picture here, and this picture contains the sun is bright. Okay, so the fact you have is the sun is bright. What is your prediction here? Prediction means what you can understand based on the given text, based on the given fact. So if I gave you this fact right now, the sun is bright, what can you infer or you can predict? Ah, Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
what can you predict based on the given fact here?
Sir, we have to basically paraphrase and not write the same points from the summary.
No, 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 no. I'm not talking about this completely. I'm just asking about what you predict about this fact. I told you that the sun is bright. What can you predict based on this idea? Predict means guess something that based on this fact. It's not in the text, but it's based on what is written.
Sir, we can
Okay?
say the sun gives out a lot of light.
Say again.
The sun gives out a lot of light.
Ah, the sun gives a lot of light. Okay, so we can predict that the sun is a source of light. Exactly. Good prediction. What else? Others? Yalla, yellow Jane. What do you think here about this fact?
I think that since there's a lot of sunlight, there might be plants around.
Again, the last part.
There might be plants, like many plants.
Okay, thank you, yellow Jane. Yusuf, what can you predict?
Sir, if the sun is bright, I think it's closer to us.
Mm-hmm. It's inclusive. All right. Also good prediction. Nurhan, what do you think?
I don't know if the sun is bright, that means like we are in the morning or like after,
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
this
sunrise maybe.
exactly a period of the day. It's not in night. Logically, we're not at night. It's in the day, the midday, the morning, and so on. Great. This what I meant based on this question. As you see here, the four answers you provided are completely different. Each one of you has his interpretation to the situation. Somebody thinks something, somebody else thinks something different, and a third person think a third different idea. And this what the third bullet point asks you to do, that it asks you about what you believe, what you think, what can you guess about a given situation, but based on what? Based on the given text, because all the predictions you provided must be logical and relevant. Okay, so if one of you said we are on the night, this prediction is irrelevant. Why? Because there is no sun at night. So you said something completely wrong. Your prediction is completely wrong. I hope this point is clear. So again, you are given three bullet points. The first and the second are asking about finding five relevant details from a text, and the third bullet point is asking you to provide your prediction. The steps we should follow here is these four words: read, find, rephrase, and write. So take care of these four verbs. Number one, again, you will read. Read what? You will read the question. Before reading the text, you will read the question. Why? Because I must know what I'm going to look for in the text, what facts I'm searching for. Don't go to read randomly. So read the question first, the same as we did right now. We read the questions, so we are skillful now to identify what are we going to look for in the text. Then, after I read the question, I must find the points. What points are required here? Three, about volunteering personally, and two, about volunteering professionally. All right. After I found the five relevant points from the text, what should I do? I should rephrase these 5 points. I should reword these 5 points. While I am rephrasing or paraphrasing or rewording, the last stage is to write or produce your summary. The main skill, here, and the most important skill is paraphrasing. So take care, please, here. Paraphrasing is the most basic and fundamental skill. Don't write from the text. Always write on your own words. Okay? The more you write on your own words, the more potential and likely you get the maximum marks. Okay, so always use your own words. Take care of that. We will see two models here. One of them used his own words, and the other used from the text or copied from the text. So again, Shabab, what are the stages we are going to apply? Read the question, find the point, rephrase the points, write your summary. Let's start them step by step. Number one, as we mentioned, we will read the question. Where the question here? Here is the question. You are doing a project on dolphin communication. Read the text and write a summary for your teacher. In your summary, you must, this is point number one, explain one way in which dolphins are able to find out information about their environment. So, what I'm going to search for in the text here, only what? One way. One way what? One way dolphins are able to find out information about their environment. Okay, so this is step number one. Read the question. What is the next stage? Jump hurriedly to the text to find the point which is required. Okay, so now it's our reading time. Let's read this paragraph quickly so that we can identify one way the dolphins can find out information about their environment. Read in your hand.
Tell me.
Nurhan is here.
Yes, sir.
Read in
Research on dolphin communication has come up with some very interesting findings.
Yeah.
One second. Findings confirm what we already thought. Dolphins are highly intelligent creatures,
Creatures.
able to detect and communicate a wide range of sounds. New technology has recorded them at very close range, and apparently the dolphins sounded as if they were talking to each other.
Yeah. All right.
Some
Thank
of
you.
these sound.
Wait,
Sorry.
Nurhan. Excuse me a moment. You know, Nurhan, what are we looking for right now? We want to find what from this text? We want to find one way, right? In which
Yeah.
the dolphins are able to find out or discover or learn information about their environment. So as long as you know what are you looking for, you just scan the text You don't need to read for detail and to understand every single line. What I mean here, once I start reading the paragraph and I discovered that there is no fact here about the part I'm looking for, skip it. Okay, so based on the part you read, it's just an introductory part for the dolphins and the how they are communicating. Okay, it's irrelevant. Then he started to talk about new technology has recorded them at very close range, and apparently the dolphins sounded as if they were talking to each other. Also, it's irrelevant. So just move your eyes throughout the lines. Don't read for understanding every single detail. So skim, read quickly, fast. Read fast. Once you find the point, now slow down. This is time to understand what are you reading. Okay, so keep reading Ya Nurhan, starting from here.
Some of these sounds, such as clicks, were begin were be,
Be-
being u- were being used in order to find out about their environment. This
Wait,
is
so is this part relevant to what are we looking for?
um,
Here is the question.
yeah.
We need to find one way in which dolphins are able to find out information. And here he said that these sounds or these clicks were being used to, in order to find out about their environment. So this part is relevant to what are we looking for. So slow down and highlight or underline this part. This is the part you need to write in your summary. Okay, keep reading. He completed explaining the idea by saying this. Hmm,
And this is known as
echolocation.
echolocation.
Yeah,
Yeah. Should I continue?
yeah, keep reading.
Okay. And it works like a form of radar.
Yeah,
Okay, what's it? The dolphin makes a clicking sound, which bounces off whatever is in their surrounding, giving the
yes,
dolphin important information.
yes. Wait, the highlighted part here is the relevant idea that we are looking for. So, what help the dolphins here to find out information about their surrounding? The sound they are producing, the clicks, right? And he mentioned or he extended the idea by saying that these clicks are considered as radar for the dolphins, and this helped them to find what? Find out about their surrounding or about their um, environment. Okay, so I'm ready now. I found the fact I am looking for. Highlight it, and your next step is what? After I find the relevant points, step three we said is to uh, rephrase the point. Once you find the point, write the point on your own words. Change everything in the text. Change everything. Don't depend on the details given in the text. You should write the same fact or the same information but in different words. Okay? So what's our step now? Yeah, Yusuf. What are we going to do? We read the question.
Rephrase the points.
We found the point. So our task now is to rephrase the point and then it will be included in our summary. Let's see these two examples. So this is the fact we are looking for. Some of these sounds, such as clicks, were being used in order to find out the environment. This is known echolocation, and it works like a form of radar. The dolphin makes a clicking sound which bounces off whatever in their surrounding, giving the dolphin important information. Okay, this is the part of the text we highlighted. So now we want to rephrase this part. Okay, let's see student A here and student B, and which one is the best answer. I give you 1 minute reading these two models and then decide which is the best. Which one rephrased the text correctly and which one depended on the text. You have a minute from now on. Done يا شباب?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir, we done.
let's comment on both answers. يلا يا أحمد.
I think student B rephrased more while student A used the text.
Okay, Ahmed suggested that student B is better. Lojane.
I think that student B is best.
Yes, thank you, Lojane. Yusuf,
Did I give reasons
Yes.
or
what do you think? Which one is the best?
I think student B, sir.
Yeah, Yusuf, what you thought, ya Nurhan?
Yeah, student B.
Yeah, okay. So here, if you looked at the way student A answered, what he did, he simply depended on the text. Some of these noises, like clicks, are used to find out about the environment. A whole long sentence with no change of the concepts. This is called echolocation, and it works like a radar. He didn't even change this part. The dolphin makes a click sound which bounces off their surrounding. He didn't change surrounding and he didn't change even bounce. This gives the dolphin important information as if it's the same text, right? As if the student just copied the text and pasted it. Look at student B here. He changed even the order of the sentence, even the way sentence began. Like if you looked at the main text, started by some of these sounds such as clicks. He began by dolphins make use of sounds such as clicks. So he expressed the idea in different way in order to discover, okay, instead of find out more about. Look at environment is changed into what? Nature, the nature of their surrounding. This process known as echolocation. The main concepts of the text is not required to be changed, okay? Especially the definitions or the core bulks of expressions or even the scientific expressions. So there is no problem if you copy the word like echolocation, okay? So then he said, and it works like a type of radar. The sound, what he said, strike any object in the vicinity. This is different from what student A and different from the original copy of the text. Instead of bounce off their surrounding, he said strike any object in the vicinity, giving the dolphin vital data instead of important information. So we can say almost student B has changed everything. This is what I want you to do. So after you read the text here, you find the point, you rephrase the point in the same way student B has done. Okay, let's take this note. Read Yellow Jane. When you write your summary, keep these notes in mind. Read
No
Yellow Jane.
introductions nor conclusion needed here. Rewrite the
Okay.
material in your own words as much as possible. Use cohesive devices to organize your writing well and ensure it flows logically. Communicate your ideas and facts clearly. Use appropriate vocabulary for the context of your writing. Use a variety of vocabulary words with correct spelling and grammar. Use a range of grammatical structures accurately. Use punctuation correctly.
Exactly. As you see here, all of the highlighted parts are similar to any rule of writing we studied. In terms of cohesive devices, communication should be clear, appropriate, or wide range of vocabulary and wide range of grammatical structure and accurate spelling, grammar, and punctuation. But here we added the first point is you don't need to introduce the summary and you don't need to conclude the summary. I mean, you don't need to write an introduction and you don't need to write conclusion. So start directly with accomplishing the requirement of the 3 bullet point. Okay, this is a very important note. Dive directly to the bullet points. How can I paraphrase? This is really important. I can paraphrase or change the original text to be on my own words using one of these 4 techniques. Step 1 is to use synonyms and antonyms, and this is the major rule to which all will be combined. I mean, this is major rule, and in addition to this major rule, you can add this one, that one, and that one. So the major, the core rule of paraphrases here is depending on synonyms and antonyms. So use synonyms and antonyms. Then, while you are using synonyms and antonyms, you can change the sentence's form. What I mean by changing the sentence form. Oh, sorry, the change the word form, not sentence. And here is sentence. Okay, so I'll change the word form. What I mean by changing the word forms, I mean that if a word is a verb, I can change it to be a noun or I can change it to be an adjective. Like if the word is strong, I can use the various forms of the word, like strength, it's a noun, and strengthen, which is a verb. So use different word forms. As I told you here, strong. You can use the expression of strength and you can use the verb form of strengthen. Then you can change the sentence order. What I mean by change the sentence order, if you have 2 sentences, 1 and 2, okay, you can start by the second sentence and then the first sentence. So it means here that you can reverse the sentence order. Okay? Instead of starting from left to right, start from right to left. What matters is to give the same meaning. Avoid changing the meaning. Finally, And this is also really important, changing active to passive or passive to active. I mean that if a sentence said that dolphins use their sounds to identify about their environment. So I can say, I can change, this is active sentence, I can change it into passive verb form. Like I can say, the sounds of the dolphins, the sounds of the dolphins are used to blah blah blah. So you can change the form of the sentence from active to passive or from passive to active. These are four major rules by which you can rephrase your points or paraphrase your points. But keep in mind the first one, it's always used. So always we depend on using synonyms. In addition to synonyms, we can change the word form, we can change the sentence order, and we can change active to passive. Okay, let's apply these rules. Here is an original text, and we will change or paraphrase this original sentence by what? By changing the sentence order. Okay, let's read here. Yeah, Yusuf, read.
The research study identified key factors that contribute to employee satisfaction. These factors include work-life balance, career growth, opportunities, and recognition.
Okay, thank you. So as you see here, this is sentence number one and this is sentence number two. Okay, the paraphrased sentence used or reversed the structure by starting by sentence number two, which is work-life balance, career growth, and which is this part, I mean. Okay, so we began our text by sentence number two, and then we moved back to sentence number one. Complete reading, Yusuf, here.
Work-life balance, career growth, opportunities, and recognition are among the key factors that the research study identified that contribute to employee satisfaction.
All right, thank you. So as you see here, we changed the sentence order. This is a separate rule. I applied each rule here separately, okay? Not to be confused. So what we did here is only we changed the sentence order. Let's see another rule. Read,
The study found a direct correlation
Rajai,
between
Rajai.
smoking.
Isn't
Oh,
Rajai
sorry,
me?
sorry.
Yeah, right.
Sure, I'm here.
Yeah, read, yeah, Rajai. The second box here.
Work-life balance, career growth, opportunities, and
يا
recognition.
لوجين. The second box يا
نعم.
رجال.
طب اللي تحتيه يعني.
أيوة مظبوط هنا أهو.
يعني the study discovered a clear link between smoking and lung cancer.
يعني أنت مش عاجبك اللي أنا مهايلايته ده فأنت رايح الناحية التانية؟ أهو يا لوجين. The study found a
بس أنا
direct
كنت شايفة
correlation.
الهايلايت.
مش واضح ليكي؟ هو أنا اللي بكتبه على الشاشة مش واضح يا شباب؟
لا هو كان
Mr.
كان
Water.
مهنج عندي فأنا ما كنتش شايفة إن حضرتك عملت له هايلايت.
أوكي افتكرت إن أنا عندي مشكلة في الكتابة مش واضحة ليكم.
لا خالص. The study
طيب.
found a direct correlation between smoking and lung cancer.
Okay, here we need to change some words using synonyms. I said the study instead of find or found. What I used, yeah, Rujain.
A clear link
I said
بدل
discovered
direct
and
correlation.
yeah, instead of found, I
Of
said discovered.
discover.
And instead of direct correlation, we said clear link between smoking and lung cancer. Okay. Okay. Number three, go on reading, Eugene.
The team developed an an
Innovative.
innovative innovative solution to address the problem. The team devised a
Okay.
creative solution to tackle the problem.
All right. Thank you. So what
Developed,
we changed here,
devised,
yeah, exactly. Devise. Innovative is a
innovative, creative, address, tackle.
create solution. Yeah, tackle is the similar meaning to address the problem. So here we used synonyms. This is the same way I want you to apply when you find the words from the text. Change as possible. Not only substituting a word instead of a word, not only replacing a word by a word, no, but keep in mind the other rules because this will help you to communicate your ideas very, very clearly. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ahmed. Read the last box, yeah, Ahmed.
They conducted experiments to test their hypothesis. Experiments were carried out by them to test their hypothesis active to passive.
Exactly. What we changed here, we changed the sentence form from active to passive, and also we changed some vocabulary. They
Mhm.
conducted experiments to test their hypothesis. So we started by instead of experiments, we said, sorry, instead of conduct, we said what? Carried out. Conduct we used what instead? Carried out by them to test the hypothesis. Okay, so when I give you an example now, I want you to use all rules, not only one. So again, keep in mind what are the rules, ya shabab, to keep in mind. Let's recap the rules together. Number one,
Change the sentence order.
yes, we can change the sentence order.
Synonyms
Okay, synonyms is always in our hand, always in mind. Okay,
and active to passive.
yeah, and from active to passive. Excellent, Ahmed. Thank you. I already sent this PDF in the group, so if you need the rules. Now I want you to change these four samples, paraphrase these four samples using the rules we mentioned. What are the rules again? Synonyms or antonyms. Okay. Number two, changing from active to passive or vice versa. Number three, changing the word form. What I mean by word form, the part of speech from a verb, a noun, an adjective, and so on. And finally, I can change the sentence order. Sentence order, which means to reverse the sentences. Write your answers and send them on WhatsApp or here in the chat box, up to you. But please write all answers in one message, not to be confused. Okay, so you know what to do now.
Yes.
Ahmed, you know. Lojain, you know. Yusuf, Nurhan.
Yes, sir.
All right, all the best. Start. Ahmed, a good link is a very weak word. Change it in sentence number one. Okay. Yeah, Ahmed. In sentence number three, you will change the verb conducted into carried out or accomplished. Okay, Ahmed.
Okay.
And also sentence number four, a new method for early cancer detection. We said, yeah, Ahmed, even if you will change active to passive, you will use synonyms as well. If you used any method or any step or any technique, you must add using synonyms to it. So you will change all expressions you mentioned here. What about early cancer detection? You need to change these synonyms. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So instead, you can use antonyms, by the way. Instead of early, you can say late cancer. Instead of detection, you can say discovery, identification, recognition. So you must use synonyms here, Ahmed. The examples you provided never chose relevant synonyms. Okay, let's see, Yusuf. So, Ahmed, you should edit your sentences. Exercise here, Yusuf, is not substituted by movement. In sentence number one, I mean. Yusuf, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Well, sir, what is the connect I was trying to make a synonym for cognitive function. Is it just like movement?
No. You change. Cognitive means mental, related to our brains.
Oh, that's why. Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah. Yes, intellectual can work here.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Also, number two, detrimental impact. You didn't change it. Yeah, Shabab, we said you should change the whole thing in the sentence, even if you used any other technique. Okay, do again, Yusuf. Sentence three, okay, you change it carried out instead of conducted. Okay. Number four, okay, observation. And also you can change even the order of this part, Yusuf, by saying instead of for early cancer observation, you can say for the observation or the early observation of cancer.
Okay, sir.
So edit the whole thing as possible. I am waiting for Lujain and Nurhan. Yes, Lujain sent hers. Okay. Can't you edit the last part of sentence one, Yellow Jane, exercise and cognitive function?
Okay, sir.
And the second sentence, okay, right. Three, correct. Four, four is the best sentence, Yellow Jane. Thank you. We're waiting for others so that I'll share the last sentence for Yellow Jane. يلا يا نورهان.
Sir edited the first one.
Where you sent يا نورهان? Here on WhatsApp.
No, here on Teams.
Oh,
I will resend it.
okay. Okay, Nurhan, the last part by the study announced seems awkward, so try to reorder the words in this sentence. The rest of the sentence is okay. Although you can change exercise and the cognitive function. Exercise is physical activity, so you can say instead of exercise and cognitive function, you can say physical activities and mental function instead of cognitive. Okay. And number
Okay,
two,
sir. You told me to edit one sentence. What was it?
number one, not everything,
Okay.
but just, yeah, you will change the place of by the study announced, and you will change cognitive function and exercise to physical activity.
Okay, then. Thank you.
In sentence 4 in Orhan, you also use the same expression, early cancer detection. And we said that we should try hard to paraphrase the whole thing as possible. The whole thing as possible. Okay? You should practice a lot about paraphrases. Okay, I'm waiting for Nurhan and Yusuf. I'm not sure if I told Ahmed to change anything. Lojain, where you sent the sentence you said? Oh, okay, you edited. Yes, thank you. One more minute for others to edit or improve the parts I commented on so that we can resume our lesson. Yusuf, in sentence number 2, you changed the meaning. Be aware of the possibility of changing the meaning. You said here the local economy had a huge impact on the nation's choice. You reversed the whole meaning. The sentence said the company's decision that has the impact on the economy, not the economy that has an impact on something else. You got what I mean?
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, I got it.
You changed the whole meaning. This is number two, yeah, Yusuf. And four? Okay, thank you. All right. We will keep going to the lesson. All right. So I'll give you more and more practices about um, the paraphrase methods and strategies so that um, you will be familiar to how to reword and rephrase the whole thing of the text. Let's answer together this task here. Let's apply on this text. The question here is asking to identify, look at the screen please, identify three ways that volunteering overseas benefits you personally. So we want to find how volunteering is um, positively affecting us personally, and then I'll find two ways volunteering overseas benefits you professionally, not personally only, but professionally as well. And finally, you will do your production. Let's start our summary. The layout of the summary is what? Number one, don't forget to write each bullet point in a separate paragraph, as we learned before. Okay, so separate paragraph for bullet point one and separate paragraph for bullet point number two. Take care of paragraphing. And the final paragraph, which is about prediction, should be about, this is bullet points three, and this will be paragraph three. So specify a single paragraph for each bullet point. Okay, this is the text. What we need to identify now to find three ways volunteering overseas benefits us personally. Okay, يلا شباب. I'll let you read the text and recognize the three ways volunteering overseas benefits us personally. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to find the three ways. Okay, so you know what to do now? Everybody here, you know what to do?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right, start quickly. So we want to finish this task as soon as possible.
Sir, your voice was lagging. Can you repeat what should we do?
Yeah, I need to find three ways volunteering overseas benefits you personally from this text on the screen. Okay?
Okay, thank
Just
you.
just identify the points. You don't need to do anything else. Tell me once you finish.
Finish, sir.
Okay, excellent. Who sent it? Ahmed. Thank you. Lujain done? Nurhan done? Yusuf? You don't need to write. We can explain
Yes,
them
sir.
orally.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Let's start with Lujain. Yeah, Lujain, what is the first point here?
It talks about that volunteering, regardless of your age, helps you like learn from experiences while you're volunteering overseas. And and these lessons then become skills and experiences that you can use on both a personal and professional level.
Could you guide me to the paragraph? Lujain, which paragraph talks about the points you mentioned? Refer to the paragraph. One, two, three, four, five. Which one? Lujain? Nurhan? What points you found? Thank you, Lujain.
I found two until now. First is experiencing new cultures and ways of life, and then the second one is building unique and unlikely friendships.
Yeah, all right. So, number one here, you will get to know the people you work with every day. Your shared work experience will lead to some unique and unlikely friendships with strong bonds of life. This was one until here. Okay, so take care not to be confused that there might be a point and its extension or its explanation. So they are not considered 2 points, they are 1 point. The point with its explanation will be considered as 1 point. Okay, so here is point number one. Let's go to point number two. It's a great idea to volunteer with a friend or partner, making it easier you to get used to new environment. So it did what? It helped you to get used to new environment. Then it offers what? A sense of accomplishment. Unlike office jobs that so many people do every day, you will know that your work is helping in changing people's lives for the better. This is another one, or the third one. A sense of accomplishment. Okay, what about the second line? I mean, here, is this a new point or this is an explanation and extension to the previous point? He said, offers a sense of accomplishment. Then this part is a new point or an explanation to offering a sense of accomplishment. He said, unlike the office jobs that so many people do every day, you will know that your work is helping change people's life for the better. This is a new point or explanation to the previous point.
It's an explanation, sir.
Yeah, so it's not a new point, it's explanation to the previous point. All right, until now we already found 3 points, and the question asked me to identify 3 points. The second bullet point asked me to do what? Two ways volunteering overseas benefits you professionally. So let's jump to the part, start with professionally here. There are also professional benefits to volunteering overseas. I want to start searching for them. Quickly, please find two professional benefits. I'm waiting for you. Quickly, please.
Done, sir.
I'm done.
Yeah, excellent. Yusuf and Ahmed, Lojain wa Nurhan. Unusual experience to add in your CV. All right, this is one. Thank you. What is the second one, Yellow Jane, you sent? Yusuf, add yours. Provide hands-on experience. Practice practical experience. Yeah, Yusuf said experiencing new culture. Oh, this is the previous point. Sorry, Yusuf, share your points quickly.
So, first, we could say it's an opportunity to meet people of all ages and backgrounds from all around the world.
Yeah, Yusuf, he's asking here about the professional benefits, not the personal benefits.
Oh, sorry. Doing volunteer give you valuable and unusual experience to add your
Yes,
CV to.
excellent. This is one. Adding unusual work to add to your CV. We need one more. Yes, teamworks. Excellent, ya Ahmed. Ahmed said it helps you develop a teamwork. All right, great. Anything else? Hmm. يلا شباب. More. Lojain said provides you a hand-on experience, a practical experience. Great. And also it makes professional connections. Hmm. The one that Yusuf mentioned, manage people effectively. Okay. And also it helped to build teamwork skills. All right. Until now, we identified two professional benefits um, for what? Volunteering overseas, and three benefits for the personal benefits. Let's go to this is the required points here. We just need three from this list and two from this list. Let's read here. Three ways volunteering overseas benefits you personally. Number one, it helps you to get to know people or make friendship. It has a sense of accomplishment, discovering new hobbies, develop a passion for volunteering, learn about the body language, meet local people, and have unique experience. We need only three. Okay, so let's go to the third. Two ways volunteering overseas benefits you professionally. We need only 2 points. Keep in mind that you will pick the point and its explanation. Okay, so when you write the summary, you will not only summarize this point, you will summarize the point in addition to its explanation. I'll show you now how did we do that. Don't forget that your summary should be between 100 to 150 words. Let's start our summary and decide what do you think of the summary on the screen. Let's read together. This is response A. Read, Yusuf. And while we are reading, let's decide what do we think about this response.
Volunteering overseas has so many benefits. Personally, you can get to know the people and have some unique friendships. Also, you can discover a new hobby and you will be taught what body language. It also has benefits on your job as it's very competitive to get a job. Your valuable experience overseas will help you to be different from the crowd. In addition, you will have a great opportunity to learn the language there to help your work. If you want to be a language teacher, your teaching will
Ability.
teaching
Your
ability
teaching, yeah, will
will
be
also.
also improved. All right. Until here, thank you. Stop here. What do you think of the language of this summary? Comments?
S
Or
Sir, I think it's
mm,
the language.
Sorry?
It's the language is
Wait. Let's agree upon a point. Number one, that we always have 5 marks for reading. I mean, for finding the points. For finding the points. The student here already found the required points, so he will get 5 marks for reading. Okay? What about the 20 marks for writing? Let's see. The student here, and when I say the 20 marks for language, I mean the communication. Is the communication clear? I mean using the cohesive devices. I mean using variety of vocabulary, variety of grammatical structure, accuracy of spelling and punctuation. This is what I mean when I say 20 marks for language. Okay, so let's see here. What about the tone and register? It's relevant to the task. This is semi-formal, all right? And communication is almost clear, not always. There is some confusion and awkward expressions. Cohesive devices is somehow used. Vocabulary, this is the most catastrophic feature here. Look at the student here volunteering overseas. He didn't even try to change overseas. Has so many benefits. The same word of the question. You can get to know people. This is the same expression mentioned in the text, and have some unique friendships. This is the same expression of the text. So from the very beginning, without wasting time reading the whole summary, we can judge that the student did what here? Depended fully on what? On the text. So he copied from the text directly. He didn't attempt to use his own words. And this is the only thing, or let's say the most outstanding thing on which you may be penalized or lose marks. Using your own words. Avoid copying anything from the text. Okay, so because of depending on the text, the student lost a lot of marks. The total marks for this answer is 15 out of 25 marks. Okay, so this is a very low score. Again and again, also, this is an informal expression. You can consider a new hobby, and you will be taught the body language. Also the same expressions from the text. It also has benefits. He repeated benefits twice in 3 lines on your job. Okay, as it's very competitive to get a job, your valuable experience overseas will help you to be different from the crowd, and this is also the same expression in the text. What cohesive devices the student used here? He used also, he used as, he used in addition. Okay, you will have a great opportunity to learn language there to help you work. Where did you find points about the professional benefits? Most of the points mentioned here are what? Related to the personal benefits. Okay, and the student here didn't organize his idea. Okay, he didn't organize his answer, so that we couldn't easily identify here where is the professional points. Where? Okay, so let's revise again. Where are the professional benefits here that you can identify? Experience, valuable experience, or what? Let's go back a moment to remember the valuable, the professional here, valuable work to add to your CV, practical experience, professional connections, body, learn another language. and build team skills. Okay, here he said that as it's very competitive to get a job, your valuable experience overseas will help you to be different from the crowd. In addition, you will have a great opportunity to learn the language there to help your work if you want to be a language teacher. This is also copied from the text. Your teaching ability will also be improved. So these are starting from here. The student start the professional points, but he didn't refer to the professional points. So in terms of organization, the answer is not very well organized. Okay, so to avoid being less organized, you will start the paragraph referring to the bullet points. What I mean that in the first paragraph, we will write about what the personal benefits. So refer in the beginning of the paragraph here that regarding to the personal benefits. And when it comes to start a new point about professional, you can start here very clearly to keep your points clear on the professional level. Okay, on the professional level, comma, and start mentioning the points. Okay. The third bullet point is about giving your predictions on whether volunteering overseas will become more popular. Will volunteering overseas be popular, or you don't agree with that? Ridia Ahmed, here is the prediction, in my opinion. Also, here start the third bullet point referring that you will write here about your predictions. Read Ahmed.
In my opinion, volunteering overseas will be more popular. It can help you to get improved in many different ways. The most
Most
important thing is it can make um,
you become.
can make you become a kind person by helping others.
Okay, thank you, ya Yusuf. Yeah, Ahmed, sorry. Always, ya Shabab, in your prediction, after you mention the prediction, you must support it by relevant reasons, okay, and explanation. So give what you predict and then tell me why you predict so. Okay, and then explain what is the possible consequence on this prediction. So again, the last paragraph consists of what, Shabab? Your prediction, what you predicted, what you expect, what you guess, then tell me why you guessed so and explain it. What is the possible outcomes or the results that will be built or based on this prediction. Prediction, why you predict, what is the possible result. Keep this in mind. Okay, let's go to the this answer, and you will see how fully organized this answer is. From the very beginning, the student started here by the point we mentioned. There are three main ways the volunteering in another country benefits you personally. So anybody reads this paragraph will understand that I'm writing here about the personal benefits. There are three main ways that volunteering in another country benefits you personally. Cohesive devices are successfully used, firstly, before the first point, moreover, before the second point, last but not least, before the third point. Read in Orhan, the first paragraph.
Okay. There are three main ways that volunteering in another country benefits you personally. Firstly, Volunteering may lead to many unexpected connections and special connections with your
Acqu- your acquaintances.
acquaintances as you see each other all the time.
Wait, look
Moreover,
at the first. Wait, Yanurhan. Yanurhan, based on the first point, it's very clear that the student depended on the original text or used his own words.
his
Here is
own
the point.
words.
Here is the original sentence, just to be fairly judging him. He said here, you will really get to know the people you work with every day. Your shared work experience will lead to some unique and unlikely friendships with strong bonds for life. And here is the answer of the student. He said that volunteering may lead to many unexpected connections and special connections with your acquaintances. I mean, the people you know, as you see each other all the time instead of every day. So it's very clear here that the students used what? His own words. He almost changed everything. Okay, as you see here, he mentioned the point plus its extension or its explanation from the text. Then he moved to point number two. Complete in Rahan.
Sir, did you call me?
Yeah, like I said, complete reading.
Okay. Where did I stop?
Moreover, point number two.
Okay, moreover, volunteers are likely to develop a new interest, not to mention the feeling of huge satisfaction you get from helping people. Last but not least, doing charity work in a foreign country brings brings about many interesting skills and knowledge.
Yeah, thank you. The student successfully achieved the paraphrases of the 3 points with their extension or explanation. He used cohesive devices very successfully here by using firstly, moreover, and last but not least. The structure of sentence is varied, used some complex and some compound and simple sentences. He didn't depend on the text, he explained the ideas. Okay, he explained the ideas using his own words. A lot of vocabulary here is used based on the knowledge of the student, not based on what is given in the text. Okay, and when he moved to the second bullet point, Jane, what he did, he also started by a very, very clear communication. Volunteering overseas benefits you professionally in many ways. So anybody read the paragraph here will identify that the student is going to write about the professional benefits. Okay, so be always clear. Always keep your communication clear. Read Ya Nur Ya Lujain.
First, doing charity in another country provides a unique and interesting statement for you to put on your CV. Moreover, working in a team is a really important skill in the workplace. Volunteering abroad gives you the perfect opportunity to learn and to interact and communicate with different people.
All right, thank you, Rajay. Again and again, try, don't, or not to repeat yourself. The student here didn't repeat the word volunteering abroad or volunteering overseas. He used three expressions: volunteering overseas, volunteering abroad, volunteering in a foreign country or in another country. So he used a variety of expressions to give the same concept. And this is what I want you to do. please be sure that you don't repeat yourself. He explained 2 points here. First, okay, the first point he mentioned that doing charity instead of volunteering. So he changed the word volunteering into doing charity. Overseas, he used in another country. Help you, he used provides. A unique and interesting statement for you to put in your CV. This is instead of some knowledge to add to your CV or practice. He used unique and interesting statement. Full stop. Moreover, he added a new point that when you work in team is a really important skill in the workplace. How this helped me? It gives you to learn and to interact and communicate with different people. This is extension to the point. So as I told you, this is the point and this is its explanation. Okay, again and again, I recommend you to change, try hard as possible to change the whole thing. Look at bullet point 3 and how the student wrote here. He said, I think that volunteering abroad will become more popular. He mentioned 1 point as it not only gives you valuable experience, this is similar to the one he mentioned before, but it also benefits you professionally. Also, he repeated the point he mentioned before. It means the student here didn't explain the third bullet point, which is his prediction is not successful. Okay, for this reason, he scored 24 out of 25. By the way, this is an excellent score. Okay, so I hope that everything we commented here and analyzed is clear. So tell me, please, are you ready right now to practice doing the whole thing we practiced together? Or
Yes.
you still need some more elaboration on how to write a perfect summary?
عادي.
Huh? Lujain, everything is clear to you, inshallah?
Yes, sir.
Yusuf or Nurhan?
Sir, clear.
Nurhan?
All great, sir.
Great. So, general steps before you start writing your summary. Beginning of each paragraph should be very clear. The beginning of each paragraph. Okay? The point you give in addition to its explanation should be on your own words. And it doesn't mean that I should use simple words. No. Use advanced vocabulary. So the alternative words, the synonyms you will use must be strong, sophisticated, and less common words. Number 3, the variety of sentences. Be aware that you used complex sentences. And don't forget the cohesive devices. Please be aware of that. I already sent the PDF file to the group. Go to the PDF. You can print it if you like. Okay.